Okay, so what do you guys think on this Weng Chun, Wing Chun, White Crane Wing Chun, and Southern Shaolin history stuff? Who want to share?
So I think, yes, I think this video clears the issue once and for all. So no one can, from now on, make unfounded claims to say, like, for example, Wing Chun is Weng Chun, Wing Chun comes from White Crane. Now the video makes it clear by historical evidence and technical evidence that these are three different types of martial arts. And one important thing is one thing that I've learned, and it opened my eyes on the issue, is that one has to really admit when using someone else's technology. So, for example, I've learned that in post 1870s Wing Chun, let's say the wooden dummy and the 6.5 ball were used and the fighting range is used from Wing Chun, but nowadays no one admits it, and this non-admission creates issues, creates enmities instead of creating friendship and cooperation between different schools and different arts.
I can say it was really clear, and it was to me, you know, Hendrik, you were really respectful towards the other styles, and you clarified the uniqueness of the different styles and what is Fujin White Crane, what is Wing Chun, what is Weng Chun, and that Wing Chun is not Wing Chun, and vice versa, because they have two different types of technology, whilst the uniqueness of 1850 is the sticking body range, and Weng Chun is the closed body, which is you have the gap is is bigger, and the most interesting thing what I found was the way to hold the stick. So in Wing Chun, you lead with the left hand, and then Wing Chun you lead with the right hand. I didn't know all these things, and they were not clear to me until you posted the video. So it was great. It was really great to get right information where all the different styles come from. So I find it really great and really respectful.
Yeah, for me it was also like that, and it gave me a clear view of the difference, and it's built with evidence. You can see how it where the temple was in the Weng Chun, and the different structure, and like the White Crane is totally different, and yeah, you make it for me clear that that is all have their own style, and that they are different, and like the long pole is different. So for me, it's very clear.
And one thing, if everyone admits the truth and looks at the truth, we would not have all these not these incorrect attitudes, these enmities, these trash talks that we see between schools, which saddens us as people who care about martial arts. So everyone, if they look at the truth, they respect each other. For me, it would be more in line with people who practice martial arts.
The issue here is this. The issue is, so what are you practicing? What is one practicing? After all the spiraling around, what is it practicing? What is it based on? And if you're not clear with this, I mean, you take somebody's stuff and then put it as yours. For sure, people don't like it. But do you have the whole system? That is the bottom line. Do you have the whole system? Like the Weng Chun practice the earth, water, fire. You practice the earth, water, fire. The 1850s Wing Chun practicing the 6 core element. Do you have the 6 core element? If you copy Weng Chun and then you copy my 6 core element, try to write a book or anything about this, what are you doing? It just shows that you have no clue on what is going on. There's why people found out that I get really, really strict when people copy my stuff, or they are not practicing or teaching what I'm sharing. Disregard what grandmaster, I bang on that. Why? It is a technical stuff. What the heck are you doing? So you guys all, you know, I'm sure that you guys all go through this Wing Chun, Weng Chun stuff and so forth. You know, up to now, asking yourself, what are you learning? You can waste decades on things which is not functioning at all. It's just like you copy somebody's technical stuff and you copy half of it and you don't know what the other half. And especially like the pole, the 6-point half pole. Weng Chun have his 6-point half pole. 1850s Wing Chun have the 6-point half pole, but we never want to show people what is the thing. Because there are dishonest people who stealing stuff. So prior to I make that video, nobody in this world show you out there what is exactly the 6-point half pole. I show it because it is the time to cut it down. In the past, people still think, oh, you have this pole, I steal this pole, put it in my stuff. And sure, do you think the Weng Chun grandmaster will show you everything in front compared with behind his closed door where he teaching his student? Of course not. So when you copy somebody's stuff, people know because you copy it in the partial or wrong or incomplete way. You copy my 613.3, I know you're copying. So now this is a problem. So right now I make that video is so that, hey, you know, if you take things from Shaolin Weng Chun, you need to be fair. You need to acknowledge it. Otherwise you're stealing. And to the worst, you don't even know what the heck you steal. So it is better like that. I make a video, solid the entire thing, live in the YouTube forever, and everybody see. And then everybody talk about this Southern Shaolin. What the heck is Southern Shaolin? The Chinese couldn't even make up their mind. In Fujian, there are three locations in Fujian which is arguing about Southern Shaolin. Well, make up your mind before you talk Southern Shaolin. The second thing is people say, well, Weng Chun is from White Crane Wing Chun, whatever. Well, look at the White Crane Wing Chun. Is that a short distance art? That's why
totally different art.
That's why I have a very good talk, chat with the Shaolin Weng Chun, one of the senior Sifu. It is time that we need to clear this thing up. We can learn from each other. You know, you don't want to say, wow, you know, my 1850s Wing Chun is the best in the world. There's nothing you guys know in the real life, there's no such thing. You can learn from, make friends, learn from each other. So right now, if you keeping saying that Wing Chun is Weng Chun, it's not true either, right? How many videos have been made try to say that this Wing Chun is Weng Chun, Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao supposed to be played in the Weng Chun way. If you play that way, you drop dead for the 1850. Post 1870, I don't know, because I don't even know what it is. But for the Wing Chun, the name is from the 1850, the anti-Qing. You play that way, you drop that. Why? Because it's very different. The earth, water, fire training is very different than the 6 core element training. So what do you guys think? Wasting of a life for the past 60 years since Bruce Lee time, or what happened here?
Yeah, sad, I think.
It's repeatedly copying the error without objectively looking at it in a scientific and historical way. So it's error repeated by each generation. So yes, it is a waste of precious time. So it's about time that Wing Chun catches up and gets in line with what its true identity.
See, I communicate with many so-called Sifu in the East. And most of them have no idea that there exists the 1870s Wing Chun. Most have no idea until today. They thought that there's only one Wing Chun. Wing Chun is from the Red Book. They don't know that they are actually is the pro-Qing Wing Chun. And I state that everything out. People still, many deny it. They say, well, look at the history. The second thing is look at the DNA, the uniqueness of the art. So the 1850s Wing Chun can link directly to Shaolin short strike and Qi Ji Guang, but the 1870s somehow is stuck there. And then it linked directly to what? To Shaolin Weng Chun. Now you got a problem. It's like you go to the court of law, the patent court, and you found out that the judge asked you, why is your design have those other people's patents inside there?
And for sure, people will not be happy.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Start to, yeah.
Because right now it's like this. 50 years ago, Grandmaster Yip Man said Wing Chun and Weng Chun is two things. At his time, for sure, he knows something is not true. But today, 50 years later, man, if you are not cleared it up, you got a problem. And in Asia, you know already, as what I keep saying, well, after Grandmaster Yip Man for 50 years, who stood up to clear things up for Wing Chun? None, zero. And in the West, we don't want to do those kind of things. Like who is the best, who is the grandmaster, who say what? We just look into the history and the science. What it is what it is. I mean, who can get away from that? So now you guys see the uniqueness, right? Is anybody still saying that Wing Chun is white crane Wing Chun? What the heck are you talking about?
So it's very clear.
Yep.
Is Wing Chun from Southern Shaolin? Okay, make sure you know what is Southern Shaolin means.
Yeah.
You said Wing Chun and Weng Chun, different art have different uniqueness. Yeah, pole have the pole uniqueness. The unarmed combat have its own uniqueness. The way how it trained have a uniqueness. the truth in the world is like that. It doesn't need to take a rocket scientist to straighten all this thing up. So right now, by evidence, in the history, it is already 1850s Wing Chun, Shaolin Weng Chun, and post 1870s Wing Chun until today's Wing Chun, which is who knows what. Everybody design their own stuff, doing their own stuff. So it's better to keep it clear this way. There are three types of art there. And then white crane Wing Chun, you cut it off, you say, hey, man, this is nothing to do with this Wing Chun, Weng Chun stuff. And Southern Shaolin, until you get your mind straight, don't tell me about what is a Southern Shaolin because you don't even know. The issue right now is this. Say I talk about Grandmaster Tan Yap. He go through a really tough life. If you read his story, he is a good guy, but unfortunate thing happened to him because of the war with the Japanese. Okay, and he know his stuff, so he teach, he presented, he keep the art going, he trained. You look at in his video, for sure he trained, otherwise he cannot do that video, right? He talk his walk, he walk his talk. You need to appreciate for that. You need to look at it. Okay, this is a master. It doesn't matter it's a Master Oyama or Grandmaster Tang Yat. You look at him, say, okay, this is the essence of his training. We can learn about it. We always can learn. You look at 1850s Wing Chun. Oh, this is have to do with link with Qi Ji Guang and so forth. We all can learn. All right. So for me, it is better to say it this way, and also stop those white crane, Fujian white crane guy keeping writing there. Oh, Wing Chun is from Shaolin. Wing Chun is from white crane. Wing Chun is from Southern Shaolin. Hey, you make up your stuff. You don't have anything to show, to prove yourself. So I know people might suddenly feel like they lost. I mean, will you feel lost after you heard about this thing?
Yes.
So say you are trained Wing Chun until today. What do you feel?
Yeah, it's like having I would feel like I've trained for what? So I never knew what was the right thing. I never knew the identity or the uniqueness of Wing Chun. I mean, there's a lot of things which would come up to my mind. And even this video, even if I've been training with you for 5 years now, Henrik, and still, it's something like, oh, I didn't know all these things, and it's still, for me, I know you already. You tell the truth. You investigate a lot, and it's not so shocking as for one who doesn't know anything about the 613 on all the other things. This might be really shocking for the others.
For me, this is the easiest time. Those who really want to learn martial arts, Chinese martial art, Wing Chun, it doesn't matter Wing Chun or Shaolin Weng Chun. Now you know what you're supposed to learn. Say you waste 20 years, fine. But now you have a direction. You are not continuous to screw yourself. If you love Shaolin Weng Chun, go learn Shaolin Weng Chun. Learn it properly. Be a good one. If you love Wing Chun, you have a choice. You want to learn whatever after the post 1870, or you want to learn the 1850. Go learn whatever it is. So the situation is really clear. It doesn't have a 50 Wing Chun history, 50 legends, or 100 legends. And then the Shaolin, Mui, Jisim, stop those bullshit nonsense where it cannot be tracked. See, the Jisim from the Weng Chun, is it the same with the Jisim, the Wing Chun in the Chinese fiction? It's a different story. You want to look at into the Fei Lai Temple in Canton. You want to go there. You don't say, well, usually you say, well, Jisim Mui is from the Shaolin burning of Southern Shaolin, right?
But where is Southern Shaolin?
I mean, they didn't only mix the arts, they also mixed the history. So they took Jisim, put Mui in there, and then created their own story. And Jisim, he was a Weng Chun guy, and you know, Mui, I don't know, just a fairy tale name, and you know, mix everything up and screw up the people. So that's a big problem.
No, the issue is that because they don't know, and they pull all this thing up. So
filling the gaps.
If China do not straighten this thing up, the bottom line is technically they have lost it. Right? So like you look at Grandmaster Yip Man, he said that Wing Chun is not Weng Chun. Now, it is fair. You do not keeping a pointing finger at Grandmaster Yip Man anymore. It is true that Wing Chun is not Weng Chun, right? So you see, this is Wing Chun 1850. This is Shaolin Weng Chun. And then there are people down there, you know, in this past 10, 20 years, we don't even know what is going on and taking all this, whatever hearsays and their opinion. As you can see in the video, somebody is pointing out like Yip Man is wrong because Yip Man want to be #1 in Hong Kong, so that he named his Wing Chun, and then this Feng Xiu Cheng. Right now, with all this evidence of 1850s Wing Chun and the Shaolin Weng Chun, we know that you don't know shit. Sorry for my language. You're clueless. And when you're clueless, you say this Yip Man wrong, this wrong, that wrong. What is the point to do that? That's only boosting themselves. If you want to call yourself Grandmaster, whatever, you don't have evidence, don't say it. Because somebody like Hendrik Santo in America will find out. Next time might be somebody in Germany or in Spain, in Italy, check into history, you will find out. So what is this Wing Chun, Weng Chun got to do with White Crane Fujian, got to do with Taiji, internal?
Zero link.
If you don't, so right now it's very simple. If you love Shaolin Weng Chun, study with a proper teacher on Shaolin Weng Chun. If you like the 1850s Wing Chun, study the proper one. Why? At least when you stand up with a friend, a Western boxing friend, a BJJ friend, you can talk about uniqueness, not about who is the best fighter. You can talk about uniqueness. And you can respect Shaolin Weng Chun's uniqueness of fighting in that distance. There is their distance of fighting. That is their expertise. And Shaolin Weng Chun friend can actually appreciate that, oh yeah, Wing Chun is sticking body, short strike, sticking at the body. You don't go making a movie like the Yip Man movie, he said it clearly, sticking body, short strike, tip san tuyến đá, and then you use the Shaolin Weng Chun's close range. What are you talking about? So I'm not, as you can see, I'm not here blaming anybody. In fact, I just open up this door so that everybody can flow. You don't want to stuck in this whirlpool of messy. Wing Chun is Weng Chun, Wing Chun is not Wing Chun, but nobody know what is going on. Wing Chun is Shaolin Wing Chun, and Wing Chun is White Crane Wing Chun, or Weng Chun is a White Crane Wing Chun, and then Southern Shaolin, and this is a whirlpool for next 100 years. And then also the anti-Qing Wing Chun is not the Qing Wing Chun. We know it's very clear now. I just told some other friend the other day in Asia, because they questioned me about this Wing Chun 1850s, 1875. I say, look at this. You took your Xiu Lim Tao, post 1870 Xiu Lim Tao. Okay. I use the first part of the 1850s Wing Chun. Let's take 20 students from any lineage, 20 students. Split it into two parties, 10 one side, another 10 one side. The 10 from any lineage, I teach him the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao. On another 10, anybody can teach him the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao, or they do the 1875 post 1875 Xiu Lim Tao, and or do whatever they want. Let's train 1 hour per day for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, you get both grouped together. You check their muscular, the linking of the body, the handling of their body. You check their cardiovascular. You check the uniqueness of their fighting. Let's see what happened. Study it scientifically. Will you guys dare to do that? I open to the entire world. You want to do that? Send your student, 10. Maybe you have 2 students, 1 student do whatever it is. 1 student go through the 1850s. Well, Joe, you just finished with my 613-3 class. What do you think you will end up?
So after finishing the 613-3, I'll be honest with you, Hendrik, I cannot go back to do my post 1875 Xiu Lim Tao because doesn't follow 613-3. More than this, I do not feel comfortable because I have now all these sensors from the course. So I tried it once just for the sake of experiment to do the Xiu Lim Tao. And I've noticed that doesn't fit 633, and in the long run, it will not be good for me health-wise as well. So,
what do you mean by sensor?
By sensor, so through the lessons, you learned to have a sensor for the first 4 core elements. So you can sense your body to see really if there's something blocked, if there's any tension, if all your joints are really loose. And then you can check also your mind, if it's if it's in a good state, and then your breathing. The breathing, I didn't have the chance yet to go deep into it because it's just a basic course, but I feel much better breathing in my S21 than my student Tao. For the Qi as well, just the exercise that I did, I cannot talk much about it because it's just a basic course for me. For the rest, for the momentum, for the strength and the momentum, from what I've learned in the course, you cannot develop them in your student Tao. It's possible in S21, but not in the student Tao.
So all these are technical stuff. If we do not
Yes.
really get it straight, we really don't know what we are doing. See, Shaolin Weng Chun, it is always there because if you steal their stuff, they have a system there. They have a solid system there for the Shaolin Weng Chun. Okay, so you don't create damage for them because they have a system. They have a clear system there. You know, there are many people know that. For Wing Chun, post 1870, if you're not clear for technical thing, you will spiral on. You see, from after Bruce Lee died until today, for 50 years, it keeping changing to Tai Chi Wing Chun, internal Wing Chun, mind power Wing Chun, whatever. You see, it never find a solution. That is the indication of that people don't know what is going on. You understand what I'm saying here?
Quizás, huh? Can be.
Yeah, it's quizás.
Yeah.
Just guessing.
So it is, that's why it is better to make it clear. The only people who don't like it will be those who would like to continue selling snake oil. But the issue is like this. Hey, this is Chinese culture. You don't have right to screw Shaolin Weng Chun. You don't have the right to screw Fujian White Crane. And you don't have the right to screw the 1850s Wing Chun. Nobody have right to screw your German culture, Italian culture, Dutchland culture, Arabic culture. I mean, nobody have right to screw those kind of things. So that's how it is. Hopefully that this solve a lot of issue. And Shaolin Weng Chun and Wing Chun can work together. It doesn't have to be fighting or who is superior or whatever. It can be mutual friends and helping each other, right? Okay, time's up for today. You know, see you guys next time. So hopefully this video help everybody. And only that way we can proceed. Because what we want is to find a solution. We are not stirring things up to create problem. Okay, see you guys.
Bye.